So today I was able to substitute teach and get paid for it because Lisa was sick. And so I worked with the younger kids and the 7 to 9-year-olds. Ari and Julia had trouble focusing, so it was a little bit difficult just keeping them on track. Could be partially because Lisa wasn't there, so it was my responsibility, but I feel like I'm able to control them pretty well and just help them focus. And Noah's piece is turning out just fine. He's staying on task perfectly. We worked on attaching the wings to his prehistoric airplane. As I said before, I wanted him to experience and learn from doing the things himself rather than someone doing it for him, such as how last week Lisa, she wanted to do the hot glue for him because she didn't want him to get burned. And I understand that, but he didn't learn from that. So this week he did do it by himself, and he did in fact get burned, but it's okay because, it's a learning experience. Now he understands how dangerous those guns are and how hot those are, and so now he's learned, how to manipulate and control the guns. Ari's been doing the paper mache over the bouncy ball. It's turning out alright. It's kind of like a geographical map, and I feel like I wish he could just be a little bit more creative with it, but he doesn't really have a creative sense of mind, so he's just a little bit, not as developed in art making. So with the older class, I had them choose 2 words, 2 of their favorite words. I wish I did this project beforehand, at the beginning of the quarter, before they actually started their project, so right before the critique. And I wanted them to take 2 words that they liked the most and put them into categories relating to the Ohio Standard Learning visual art education things. So what it's necessary for a kid to learn at that age. And here it is. So, in the standard learning outcomes for Ohio, it was, they wanted the kids from the ages of 11 to 14 to be learning about relating art to culture, gender, social issues, personal experiences, personal meaning, and politics. So I did this myself as an example to show them. I used the word sci-fi. So I did sci-fi relating to culture, modern technology, gender. Females are usually idolized in tough and intelligent sci-fi films. Social issues, nerds and geeks, how do people perceive and view those people? Personal experience, Star Wars. I was raised in a family who loved Star Wars and loved sci-fi movies. Personal interest, steampunk and other worlds, aliens. Politics, Big Brother, Darth Sidious in movies. Usually the government is overpowerful and domineering, like Hunger Games, President Snow, Peacekeepers, E.T., the government wants to exploit E.T. for science. And so I had them go through and do that to 2 words each. And at the end of them doing it, and when they told me about what their words were and how they interpreted them, I asked them, why do you think I wanted you to do this? And one girl said, I believe it was Gracie, she said, you wanted us to think about different ways to view our words. So they understood and they learned more about semiotics, how signs are used through communication and culture, and different ways that they perceive them in the world around them. So I really wish that I could have done this in the beginning of the lesson. I wish I had thought about it. So now I know how to better the lesson if I do it again. They definitely gained from the experience. So, alright. Thanks, and I'll see you later.